And we're back as this game at number 3 kicks itself off. That's right, whatever issues we had are all sorted out, which means it's plain sailing from now on, hopefully, as we get into this final match in this best of 3 series. Who is going to make it through the lower bracket to fight up versus Virtus.pro for a spot at the qualifiers? I mean, based off what you've seen from both these two teams so far, T, who do you think stands a better chance against Virtus.pro?
Oh, against... I think I'm leaning Klim, to be fair. There's something about 9 Pandas, which is like their whole day today. And these tips, hold on, wait, who? Oh, I didn't catch
We're being PMA. That's all. We're just, you know, respect. At the end of last game, he said, guys, keep it PMA, please. Yeah, and now we're just still tipping each other. And
Ramsey started with Sweden Strong, but also Ramsey's in the lobby was saying something to Sweden Strong. I tried translating it, but I couldn't really catch it. It felt sarcastic. There was undertones of, I want to beat the out of you in this competitive game. So it is a spicy series. Again,
it really is.
Loser,
it really is.
They get nothing. $0, 0 fans, 0 respect, nothing. They're out. A lot of pressure in this game.
You don't even get to go home. You don't even get a plane ride out of it. You're already at home. That's the curse of qualifiers.
Just swivel your chair.
Just swivel your chair. Go to bed. And once again, as always, Klimmy, they love this. They love a little bit of range creep killing, maybe support killing. Anyone comes to block this, no. You're going to die. And it is going to be another Dominic Centaur, which I'm pretty excited for because he had a pretty good performance last game. Really leading the charge.
The good thing with what Klim was doing was denying that range creep top or killing off the range creep top is it forces the first wave underneath the dire tower. So then as long as they block the pool camps, Centaur's going to always have, you know, equilibrium advantage for where the creep waves meet as it pushes further to the radiant side. You already see Sweden Strong at the 55-minute mark. He walks over towards the small camp. He's looking to body block it. Yeah, the results of killing that range creep pre-tower are now unfolding.
Indeed, dude. One thing that's nice about this bottom lane as well is that Sani4 knew that the early aggression is not going to be very hard from the side of 9 Pandas, so he just goes for the full stats build, gets the tangos coming out for him on the courier, and, you know, it just gives you loads of stats to work with in lane. Really good at harassing, which he is now just laying into Ramses, and Ramses can't really do anything back. It's a tough time. That said, the kill threat from these two, it's not enormous. You know, you don't really have that big stun or pushback potential into anything like you usually do with Deadshot. That's a big miss from Mankushi. Is it going to matter though? No, it is not. The right clicks come through, the kill is there, level 2 gain, throw down the cooling, try and catch out Alpha as well, but it doesn't seem like they have enough damage to bring down the Bane, but they will drop him very low indeed. But great start to the bottom lane as first blood is drawn.
Yeah, and if they continue to get the levels, and as long as they have resources for Klim, they should be able to maybe go for again and Fairy Fire and Shura. Yeah, a little bit spooky in the mid lane a bit, but my eyes are on this bot lane. If Mankushi can get mana, maybe bring out some mangoes, then Ramses might even die again.
Top side, disruption comes through. Follow up with the double edge. No stomp coming out though, so well, Butino will just be able to slither himself away into the shadows.
And just look at the CS though, 12 for 5 on Muerta, 7 for 3 on Ramses. You compare that to the offlane of them, and it's just, yeah, very, very healthy for the Radiant to start.
Yeah, it's flying into this one. One thing is this middle lane should always be Zeus favored. Like, it's just a really bad matchup for the Primal Beast, generally speaking. This goddamn Heavenly Jump ability. It's just such a pain in the ass for the Primal Beast to deal with. But Primal doesn't really lose lanes. That's the thing. Like, you can counter him in matchup where he can't really just beat you down. But at the same time, he's always going to be able to... and he's dead.
In fairness, that was the most shocking death possible. He walked into it, he had half HP and just got clicked down.
Yep. Got lightning bolted down into oblivion. I mean, I was just about to say, you just shoved the wave out with trample, and then you kind of onslaught to safety, but I think he onslaughted in or died whilst onslaught. I'm not too sure, but either way... Yeah, okay, so lesson learned on that one, I guess.
Yeah, the creeps were on his high ground. He trampled. As he trampled, he walked behind the Zeus, looking to then onslaught back out and was like, wait a second. I'm not that tanky. Of course, it does help that Arc Lightning does do percentage damage of their current health. So a full HP Primal is going to do quite a lot of damage. The less HP hurt. So no, Arc Lightning is a very, very good spell.
Indeed.
Especially with the kind of where we are in the meta. I think Zeus is the only one actually having a good lane, right?
Yeah, on the side of 9.
On the top.
Yep, stun out onto the Grimstroke, and Roger, his days are done. Right, Clip's coming through, but has no more heals available, so we'll be dropping here. There's another one going, oh, now the tip's coming through. Sweden Strong, listen to your teammate, listen to Respect. He wanted PMA. You can't be tipping like this.
It's fine, we can be doing a... we've not done a single interview this entire qualifiers, but I will, if Sweden Strong is to win this game, I will message and then ask
Throw it
for a
DM.
TLDR on the beat. So then in our pre-game show for the finals,
Yes,
we have
can
mad
fill everyone
content.
on T with the T. You can have your own
There
little
you go.
segment.
Just drowning in tea. That's the second thing.
Triple T.
Ramsey's did die a second time. We did catch it, but quite a weak laner. Wraith King in the off lane. The concept brought up around TI, but excels when there is no real punishment. But Respect, he is doing beautiful work there. Getting right in front with the body blocks.
Oh my goodness, Respect.
That's a tip if you have one.
Ooh, he's roasting him. Absolutely roasted and toasted. Arfo gonna have to run his way back on the tower, but God damn, I haven't seen body blocks like that in a while. But Roger coming in from the sidelines here, looking for a bit of revenge, looking to try and recover this bottom lane. Respect, can he save his teammate? No, he cannot. Thunder Gods comes down and they will both drop here. Nice timing on the ultimate from Kiyotaka there. It's going to secure him the kill and get him the +1 onto the Bavarian Pigeon.
Yeah, what a recovery there. Of course, Zeus ult really helping out. Kira Jr., he walks up. He's got to be so careful. Like, 6 minutes in,
That's a regen rune there.
Okay, that's very lucky, but to get mana boots and bottle and a full wand at the 6-minute mark on Zeus, he's already nearly like one big component deep. He's very close to the diadem, to phylactery. Like, this Zeus could just break open the game. We mentioned in the draft that he is the key hero to make any moves, because Spectre and Wraith can want to farm, and what a cracking game he's having.
Respect has to get away. Roger a little slow there on the Phantom's Embrace, allowing Respect to escape and actually maybe turn this one around. He's got another Fire Spirit available as well. We'll have to land it here onto Roger. Oh, Sunray coming on through. Doesn't land the Fire Spirit, Roger. He's still going to go down to the clicks, though. And Alpha as well. Also going to fall to Monkushi, but we see the first rotation from Kayataka here. Going to be able to easily bring down Respect, but the neutral creep gets the deny. Oh no, the raindrop stopped and taking damage, but over on the sidelines, Chira moves in onto Ramses and does take down the Wraith King once again.
Monkushi had a 50-50 there. Tip Ramses or tip his rotating Primal Beast, and he went for the PMA approach. This game has just become a cesspool of weird all chat, weird tip aggression. If you've been here since game 1, then you know what I'm talking about. If you've just tuned in, you might think I'm just an idiot, but trust me, watch the VOD. This game has, each game, the players have just deteriorated in how they talk to each other.
Everyone's just on the same level now, but oh, no, bold attempt from the Primal Beast in the middle lane. It is going to be punished accordingly. Onslaught available, but can't get it off. That Phantom's Embrace doing so much work onto Chira Jr. He will die.
He had the wand as well, but opted not to use it, and instantly after that move, then he'll smoke up Kiyotaka.
Yeah, bomb side. Monkushi taking heavy hits here, heavy hits, and now the Thunder Gods comes down, and that is going to finish off the Muerta. Respect though, looking to get the trade. Ramsey's being burnt up right now. He's landed. The Fire Spirits needs a little bit more. One more right click will do the job, but he lands it with a Fire Spirit instead. Respect. He's just playing it. Now Egg comes down. Arfo won't be able to finish the job on this one. Sweden Strong going to make sure, absolutely, that he cannot escape. Nice timing though on the Nightmare, using the invulnerability tick to get himself to safety. But is it going to work? Respect's still chasing. He's not giving up on this, and he's going to get the kill. But now Kiyotaka coming flying in once again with the Inkswell upon him, and he's going to be able to get himself yet another kill. 5-0 now on Kiyotaka. Oh, this Zeus is getting out of hand.
Every lane is going so badly for 9 Pandas, but Kiyotaka, with the 8.5-minute phylactery, he is the one who's going to try and bring him back into this game. Like, what is his move though? Where can he go? Killing Muerto would be a good start. Killing off this Centaur, who's already diving at tier 2, would be a splendid result, but V2, he goes down. The Stampede plus the Trample combination.
Yeah, no TP available on the Zeus right now, so rotations are a little bit awkward. We'll move up towards the top side. I mean, if he can get on top of Chira Jr., then it wouldn't be too bad, but Chira's pretty damn quick. Got the onslaught available as well. Roger not quite in range to start things off with the Phantom's Embrace. This net worth chart, man. Poor V2. Oh, the Spectre's so poor. But in V-Tune's favor, he has opted to skip boots and just rush straight for the Blade Mail, which means he's gonna get in about 30 gold, despite only having like less than 3k net worth at the 10-minute mark. He will be able to just whip out a Blade Mail, which is gonna help him farm. So it all comes down to whether Klim can actually make the rotations upon him and punish him for his lack of boots or not.
Klim though, their 3 cores are just evenly spreading the wealth, right? Scaling up together all 4.5k. It's going to help them as they enter the mid game. Kiyotaka doing so much work, just pushing back this Primal Beast.
I mean, if he can get Lightning Bolt, he's dead, but can't quite close the gap.
He'll be going for the 8th lens. No more problems like that in the future. Ramsey's looking to go for that minus the I'm a Norton 5 Wraith King. BRB boys, I'll be back in about half hour.
Yeah. Hold the game. I'll be there later. Dominic, he's just farming the top side. Not really putting a ton of pressure out on the 18, and now they move on to Chira. Kiyotaka and Roger, the combination once again, but with the Stampede, they're able to get the Primal Beast out to safety, and now they can maybe look for the turnaround. If they can close the gap onto Kiyotaka, this could be huge. In comes a Pulverize onto the Zeus. V-Tune trying to help out as well, but a Trample is there to get the kill. V-Tune reflecting a lot of damage with that Blade Mail, does get the kill onto Chira Jr., but does die himself as well. Respect and Sweden Strong coming in on this one, looking for a kill onto Roger. They're looking for the +1, and I think they might just find it. Roger turning it around with the Inkswell, might land on 2 of them. Egg's going to even come prying on down here from Respect, just making sure they can really finish this one off, and Sweden Strong will pop in with like 1,000 shadow poisons he had upon him there.
Him just punishing the Greek so much in V-Tune. He tries to go in, he's gonna try and kill Shadow Demon as well. Oh, Zeus just, yeah, that ruins the fun. Sweden Strong had like a 1 in 3 chance of living there. The 2 illusions, 1 real hero. You gotta play the cup game, like where is he? Which one is he under? And then Zeus is like, nope.
Yeah,
mine.
Takes out a hammer, smashes all 3 cups in one go.
It is important though that for Klim at least, it did kill off that Zeus there. In that rotation, you can see that 9 Pandas were playing incredibly quickly with their supports plus Zeus. Like this is exactly what they need to do to fix the fact that they have 2 of the greediest side lane cores in the game. But yeah, Klim, they punish it, they get the kill. Zeus has the Iflins now. He is now 6-1. Can't really take towers for 9 Pandas though. So every time they get a kill, it kind of stalls out their play. And I think if you are Klim, you're looking at Blade Mail for Primal Beast. That will stop Zeus from being able to free cast so easily. And then Centaur with the Blink Dagger, that will allow you to find him. Then once you get to these timings, look pretty good.
Scary times trying to take the Ancients here. Going for it with the cooling should be okay, but did drop
Zeus is on cooldown, luckily.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Spicy farming. Meanwhile, rotation down to the bottom side for the side of 9 Pandas. Who are they looking to find? I'm not too sure. There is only a Phoenix here, so not exactly the most high value kill, but getting some vision up in the enemy jungle. Getting control of these twin portals as well, always really important. Respect does actually show by throwing a couple of fire spirits into the lane. And grip. Alright, buddy. In comes a Shadow Step as well, and yeah, this is a dead Phoenix. This is a dead Phoenix? This is a dead Phoenix. They were kind of all stopped attacking him at some point there to try and give V2 the last hit, which when the Phoenix almost goes in for the Icarus dive, but
I think Nine Pandas, they are doing incredibly well now at stabilizing the game. Like, who'd have thought that your 0-5 Wraith King would suddenly be second on net worth, right, at 30-minute mark? Like, those two things just don't go in the same sentence, right? He's already a third of the way towards his Radiance, and...
Yeah, and you got to be asking, where is the oomph from Klim? Where is the rotation? Where is the aggression? You know, like, yeah, sure, she's having a good game, fine, but you can kill him, and I feel like you really need to be just continuing the pressure onto Nine Pandas here rather than letting them have a game.
The issue is they can't really do it before Centaur has Blink Dagger and the Primal has Blade Mail, because their supports, they don't find heroes, right? They set up and they prolong fights, be it through egg and disruptions. So they have, even though their early game was very aggressive, very successful at shutting down heroes, they don't cross the river with too much conviction. And as we hit the 14-minute mark, the two items that I was talking about have just come into play. So for Klim, this is their moment to recover their aggression, to get themselves back into it. Yes, Wraith King has done a great job getting to second net worth, but Spectre is still trailing all the cores, sitting 1,000 gold below the Primal. And that is where they can look to punish.
It's a tough time for V-Team. It's going to be able to come back a little bit here with his big ancient stack, but it's also pretty hard to take. Just doesn't have the resources, the stats, the health to stand and take these ancients very efficiently at all. Keeps digging up prospectors as well.
I think Shovel is very good on carries.
Oh yeah.
This item is going to need a nerf probably in the patch in 2 days. I hope you'll look forward to waiting. Hold up. Grimstroke.
Yep, been running in the middle lane. The first bit of action we've seen from Klim in a little while here. It does result in a kill into a support, nothing major. Can they turn this into a tower? Going to be difficult with the Zeus standing nearby. He is such a threat. And he's got a shield rune on him as well, so an extra 800 HP on top of that. Going to make the hero pretty impossible to bring down. At least you can purge it off if you get in range for Demonic, I guess.
And they are posturing for this mid tower. The ninja stepping up, might try and de-aggro the creep wave. That could be the end of him.
It could indeed, yeah. I mean, there's the H12 buying him a little bit of time now. Roger going to turn around with the Soulbind, and Kiyotaka just blasting into the two of them. Disruption is going to help out Chiro Jr. for the time being, but Dominic not quite so lucky. He's going to get finished off by Kiyotaka as he jumps forward with a heavenly jump. Eggs there as well, just to force back the side of Nine Pandas and buy them a bit of time to disengage, but man, baited just a little bit by that tasty-looking Bane. Couldn't resist. And yeah, with that Soulbind and the Zeus damage, whew.
You gotta respect the double grip, right? Like, especially because Bane doesn't go down instantly, and then from the trees, Roger's just like, all right, boys, this is our fight. Yeah, I think for Radiant at least, when you're flexing the mortar, right, you flex it to carry, but I think just it's a little bit too greedy, right? It's a little bit out of sync with what the rest of the heroes are trying to do on Radiant, and because of that, we are seeing the effectiveness of the greed. Again, V-Tune still at the bottom of all the cores. A Blade Mail is not the best item for him to suddenly get up there. He still needs like a Midas and no, sorry, Midas. Oh God, don't do that. I meant Radiance.
Please no.
But you get the point, right? Like V-Tune is a non-factor right now in the game for Nine Pandas. Yeah. Now they're
like,
gonna do. They're doing double Radiance as well.
Yeah, double Radiance. I don't think they care, honestly.
No, they don't. I think if Spectre was old Spectre, where his ultimate is illusion on everyone, then it's a little bit, you know, Comedy Central what's happening. But as it's all very single target, then 2 Radiance isn't the worst. It just enables both heroes so well.
Chiro being chased by Kiyotaka here. Kiyotaka just blasting spells into the backline with Spec. Will close the gap a little bit so they move their attention towards the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon going to go down. Chiro very low as well. Kiyotaka finds the cast, brings him down. And it's a bit of a disaster up on the top side. There's just suddenly 3 Klim heroes dead.
Yeah, I think Klim have just missed their
yeah.
entire beat. Like, Kiyotaka had just had an exceptional game on Zeus. And maybe they didn't factor Zeus just being this, you know, goated of a performance, but how do they stop them now? SD can't find a Zeus, Phoenix can't. Centaur can, but there's no follow-up damage. Like that is the thing. They have 2 low damage supports, 2 cores that always want to find that next kill. It's It's going to be a concern for Radiant. Muerta, she's going to have to itemize
Radiant's top tower
quite
is under
effectively for
attack.
this mid game. She'll need a BKB to not die to the Zeus, but she'll also need maybe like a Silver Edge for a bit of break. I think Monkushi's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders. One wrong item, one wrong placement, and this 2k lead will just grow
Radiant's
so
top
quickly for
tower
9
is under
Pandas.
It certainly will. It certainly will. Yeah, as mentioned, I kind of just wanted to see a bit more hunger coming out from Klim, like we saw in that second game. And yeah, like especially on Mankushi here, it just doesn't seem to have been the case. Like this Mask of Madness, Maelstrom, Dragonlance, like it's stopping off for a lot of extra items, which I just feel like is slowing them down. Like sure, it feels nice to play with them, but you just don't have this carry in the fights who really wants to be present, and you won't have it for a long time either. Go for the BKB next, and then the Silver Edge queued up. So we will get there eventually, but it's going to be a long journey. And that's my issue, right? Like, I feel like Silver Edge kind of gives you a lot of what you need anyway. Like, on Muerta, you really like to get this Maelstrom, then get an attack speed item. Like, take a casual Blitz Knuckles. It's 35 attack speed, dude. Like, it's good. It's very good. You can then go back for the full thing later.
Game. Like, for Monkushi, it's like he can itemize to scale and try and 1v9. Muerta's in some games can, or you can itemize really cheaply. You lose a couple fights and now you're not scaling, right? Like it's finding that
game's
balance.
over, yeah.
Yeah. So he's found the balance in this build, but
Radiant are
yeah,
scanning.
it also doesn't help that Chira Jr. he gave away a free kill to Zeus in a 1v1. He then constantly every move he made, Zeus was following him, right? So I think Primal Beast just hasn't had that good of a game compared to other Primal Beasts that we've seen so far in the qualifiers. Net worth Spectre. Every time I look at net worth, I'm waiting for Spectre to suddenly leapfrog a couple heroes, right? But hold. We're like 900 gold away, and then we'll suddenly see that happening. I think for Klim, they are looking at probably the pipe on the Centaur, the heart on the Primal, and BKB on Muerta. Okay, so they're the 3 items that I'm envisioning in the next couple minutes, right?
Yeah. The issue is, like, the really tough thing for Klim as well is that the one hero that kind of hard counters their mid lane and off lane, who they want to be the playmakers in this game, is the Zeus. Like he's such a hard counter to them with that arc lightning doing percentage-based damage. So these big tanky boys suddenly don't quite feel so big and tanky. And it's just a pretty awkward situation. They didn't really look for the answers for it. They just kind of, they managed to find the Zeus once, and after that they were like, all right, well, can't do anything, so just rotate on us. And now the 9 Pandas looking for the fight here. They have managed to find Sweden Strong immediately, and it looks like Respect's going to be falling as well, which is going to be straight up 2 kills. Now it begins. Radiance grabbed on the Spectre. Double Radiance on the side of 9 Pandas. They don't give a damn, though. As now...
Already, he overtook the Centaur. See?
He's no longer the poorest core in the game.
Congratulations. Now he's overtaking the Primal. To be fair, they all just like won 200 gold, so... But for the radio listeners, he's flying through the cores. He's now 4th place in the
Formula
network.
Dion in the background. Gas, gas, gas. Overtaking everyone.
He's really going to go back for Urn. That's my one. He's had it in his quick buy the entire time. It doesn't matter though. Chira Jr. getting jumped in the top lane. Ignore from you as well.
Jesus Christ, and Zeus just turning him into Swiss cheese right now. Mankushi gets involved, also gets blown up. No BKB, so the damage from the Zeus is just absolutely destroying this poor Muerta. Rest of the team trying to get away from this one. I mean, he would have rocked up to the fight without too much health because he was doing H's before this. All right, we got an egg. Cool. Roger doesn't really care. Walking away, absolutely fine. How do you take these fights on the side of Klim? It just feels impossible. BKB now completes on the Muerta. That's something, but like, why are you turning up to an engagement when you're like 100 gold away from BKB is my question.
I think desperation can sink in a little bit.
You see the opportunity. Yeah.
I think if you're Klim right now, you just know this game is so hard to play, right? Like you're sitting in the draft, you see Rifting, you see Spectre, you're kind of like, all right, cool, we can make quick plays. you respect the Zeus, and then fast forward 20 minutes, you're like, wait a second, this is now near unplayable. Now, I was saying that I think 9 Pandas past 30 minutes, they should in theory never lose this game with the type of draft that they have. But the way that they've played and how exceptional Zeus and the supports have been, they've brought that timing all the way forward to 20 minutes. And that is where Klim kind of wanted to group up and make some big plays, right? 20 minutes, like you got BKBs and stuff, and the fact that 9 Pandas just outclassed them a little bit in the early game. What is their move to make? And Centaur, he shows bottom, and B-Tune's now back in. They've got 2 Blade Mails. It's tip onto Centaur as well. It really feels like Klim can do absolutely nothing in this game. Dota Plus has been very respectful with the 25% chance of winning, but
9 Pandas know it. They're going to roll themselves into Roshan, get themselves an Aegis. Maybe put it on V-Tune, maybe put it on Kiyotaka. Probably Kiyotaka. Zeus is the shiny Greek god of this game. Killing everyone, doing the damage. He's going to have some pretty high numbers by the end of the battle, blasting into these squishy targets. Smoke up from the side of Klim, but they're going to be nowhere near in time to fight against this Aegis. Zeus now has the Ethereal Blade as well, so if you don't have a BKB, you are dead. Luckily, we do have Muerta with a BKB, but yeah, I feel like the Crown Beast is going to charge in, he's going to look for a target, and then he's just going to get melted by this magic damage. You need something. He's got a Midas queued up? Please, no. I mean, I suppose the idea is they just don't see themselves winning this game anytime in the next kind of 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, for Klim to win this now, it really is going to be some high ground hold type shenanigans, or 9 Pandas out of position. There's the Zeus ult, instant Glimmercape from Sweden Strong. He knows that Spectre could be jumping in if he wants to.
Yeah, it's so scary. That said, they're still looking to pressure this bottom side. A bit of confidence being shown from Klim here. 9 Pandas, do they want to pressure?
And respect, like, he's close to his refresher. That's actually quite a big pickup, right? Only 1,000 gold away. Egg hitters aren't really in play.
And Kushi.
A little bit of poking.
Yeah. Yeah, forcing out some abilities at the very least. Thunder Gods and Shadow Step. Also being used in the past kind of few minutes with this push, so... Well, a little bit of value being gained from Klim, but again, you know, it's not like they're taking the wind out of 9 Pandas' sails. It's not like 9 Pandas are going, oh, damn, we can't do loads of stuff with this Aegis. Like, yeah, we're happy to just kind of chill out. We'll look for opportunities if you give them to us, but ultimately, 9 Pandas are more than happy to just vibe out, farm up, keep looking for that late game. Their Spectre is going to be an absolute menace. Their Wraith King, who I don't think we've seen yet, I'll be perfectly honest. I'm not sure he's hit an enemy hero at any point. He's got the Radiance. He's got the Aghanims coming up in literally, like, 20 seconds. Cells gets it. Ags now completed on Ramses. Even if you do manage to kill this Zeus somehow, he's still just going to come back and blast you with Arc Lightning and Lightning Bolt regardless. It's actually so scary. he could always just drain his mana pool to kill you all. Dear God. And even things like Grimstroke, like him getting killed off, then coming back as a ghost and being able to still cast Soulbind in these fights, it's going to always set up for Zeus to get off extra damage. Bane can always get off like a cheeky grip or enfeeble. And in comes on Kushi, just trying to block 2 straight at the back. Alpha is going to fall, but now he turns around, double grab from the 2 of them, but then it gets cancelled out, goes for Brain Sap instead. B-Tune grabbed up, beaten down. All right, they get another one. They have the damage to do this, and they will get themselves a couple of kills out of this one. Down he goes. V-Tune falls to Dominic. So, 9 Pandas, they can bleed. This Muerta can do damage.
That's a very weird go from 9 Pandas as well, right? Like they've the high ground ward, they're trying to defend it, but then it's the Bane who's starting. Muerta just finds that perfect entry, and in doing so, yeah, she doesn't go down. Of course, the value of BKB. I think Egg was very clutch, and the refresher is now complete for respect. I think it's been quite some time since I've ever seen Phoenix rush a refresher. Like normally it's this get the Midas, a Shard, a Hex. You're playing for all these items, but no, it's going to be
Radiant
a
are
level
scanning.
15 Phoenix with Refresher. So not level 18 yet with the 10 attacks to destroy. Still, there isn't that innate egg hitter, right? Like, Zeus can't do it. No way Bane or Grim can do it. No one really has the attack speed, so this is a unkillable egg. And that could be everything needed, right? We've had a lot of concerns from Muerta.
Wow.
Like, we doubted Muerta's ability to scale into a Spectre and Zeus. What if her scaling was just to hug an egg the entire time? Like, you press your ults, I'll just stand next to this thing, we're good. I'm not dying, you're wasting your stuff. Like, it's a way to potentially pay out these fights.
It's not only the egg ride as well, like it's also the Primal Beast able to run in and cause disruption. It's also the Shadow Demon could maybe save with disruption. Of course, you don't ever want to disrupt a Pierce the Veil Muerta, but it's an option. And the most important one probably outside of egg is Stampede. That's such a good spell for Muerta to have. You know, this hero, the one thing she lacks in her abilities is repositioning, is the ability to get in and finish the kill sometimes. So Stampede can really help with that or get you out of danger if you are in that situation. So yeah, quite a lot to help out with that.
Radiant are scanning.
We'll see how this kind of develops over time and what Mancusi chooses to go for next. It is going to be the Lincoln Sphere, so Silver Edge complete. Meanwhile, over on the Primal Beast, he did go for that Midas, and now going in for the Aghanim Scepter. Now, this Axe is going to be pretty huge. It's very, very nice to just get rid of the break on the Spectre, get rid of Desolate, get rid of Dispersion. And the fact that it's AoE is really helpful as well, because it's one of the few heroes which can actually take the Desolate off the illusions, which is really important, actually, for saving like support sometimes, or even just saving cores if they're being melted in the fight, saving himself. That's really nice. It just means that the Spectre's really going to struggle to kind of take down the Primal Beast by himself.
Oh, you gotta find Roger.
They certainly are. And they've got more than enough damage to take him down. And, ooh, look here, a little gem. It's nice.
That's such a big win, actually, to get the gem.
Radiant's middle
Ooh.
tower is under attack.
And this was a net worth lead that was slowly trickling ever since around,
Dire
like 15 minutes. It was slowly just fading towards the way of 9 Pandas, but this bottom engagement, this pickoff, this gem into Tormentor. I didn't think I'd be talking about Klim making these big moves. I honestly thought they were going to be getting choked out. They were getting choked out for so long, and
Uh-oh.
I was wondering, is he gonna die?
Is he gonna? Is he gonna? Yes, he is. By respect.
Devastating.
Yeah, you see that die, and you just pop Thunderclops every time. It's almost always gonna net you a kill.
Is under attack.
Obviously, there's a few heroes where that doesn't apply, but for the most part.
Klim, they have to be careful now, though. 9 Pandas are smoked up. Your Phoenix, who I think is the MVP of your team fight right now, is dead for 21 seconds. You can't chain more death for 9 Pandas. This is how game 1 was won for them. Primal Beast.
They're going so deep for this. Look at Ramses jumping forwards onto Chira. He's going to start taking some big hits now, but immediate disruption cancels out the grip. That's nice. Is it nice enough? I think it is. Mancusi on the sidelines, ready to deal the damage, needs to finish the job. On to Roger at the very least and does take him down. And Ramses, he's going to eat the dirt. Going to come back in just a second though. Mancusi, he's out of that ultimate. Can he do the damage outside of it? It's not really much, but he's just TPing out. Roger gets himself dead. As Ramses gets himself out. Respect with a very nicely placed egg on that high ground, as you're mentioning, forcing 9 Pandas to retreat.
Radiant's top tower is
Not a
under
huge
attack.
loss for the Pandas, but still, once again, Klim showing us how strong they can be. You know?
It's almost like 9 Pandas just aren't, like, haven't communicated how they want to take a team fight yet, right? Like, it's a lot of like team movement, sweep across the map, but when you have Zeus Spectre on the team, all you need is like a dust on your Spectre, see the SD jump in. If Shadow Demon's having to disrupt himself, you then know, guys, we have a window to go use grip. It feels like 9 Pandas just aren't respecting Sweden Strong in any of these fights, and he is just putting on a masterclass in positioning to make sure that every time they do go, he's there, instantly disrupts, and turns around the fight. 9 Pandas just mis-executing as they enter the kind of the tail end of the mid game.
Sweden Strong plays a very, very good Shadow Demon. We've seen it again and again. Seems to have the confidence to get the saves off on this hero pretty much every time. Sometimes you can go for the blink. This game, it's just
Dire's
Aether, Glimmer,
structures are fortified.
and then into either Shard or Ags. We'll see what he decides to go for. Marta, meanwhile, she finished the Lincoln Spear. It's going to give her a lot more confidence in the team fights to stand in the front lines and not worry about grip. The question becomes, what is next for Monkushi? I feel like there's two roads you can take. You can go for the refresher orb. You can look to go for a second round of BKBs and pierce the veils. I feel like that's probably the strongest option. Alternatively, you can just keep on piling in with the damage, maybe MKB, maybe crits, maybe finish off this Maelstrom and this Dragon Lance, but options are open.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
On the side of 9 Pandas, we have the Spectre. Orchid now complete on the Spectre, by the way.
He's going to need to start doing something on this little CG. Quite a quiet game.
It really has.
Go for the
team TP up to the top lines.
What? No, what?
How did that rock not catch any of them? Well, they go for what looked like a super scuffed maneuver of like TPing like one at a time up to the top side through the portal, and they somehow get away with it. And now Roshan's going to go on the move. How do you approach this? I don't think you do. I think you just need to push, and that's exactly what they're saying right now. That's what Sweden Strong says. He draws lines down bottom, he draws lines down mid, says, right, let's get these lanes pushed in, boys. The problem is, your Roshan is gone. You're not contesting this.
And everyone has TP on 9 Pandas, so it's not as if anyone had to TP up for Roshan. There's not going to be this like weird numbers advantage as they get here.
Dire's bottom tower
If they watch back the replay and see how close that rock was from just stunning 3 people by themselves.
So unlucky.
Crazy, crazy.
I mean, nice from Pandas to at least stagger where they were using the Tormentor from, but yeah.
Twin gate.
The Twin Gate, yeah. Skeletons and catapults running down the top lane. This tower is not long for this world, but at the same time, mid lane also going down to the side of Klim, so finding a bit of counter aggression of their own. Yeah, Zaka immediately going to unleash here onto the Muerta, stuns up as well. They need to take it down. The disruption comes out from the backlines as well as the egg. Monkushi pops the ultimate and will be taking Ramsey's first slide hit, but with the BKB, is still available from Monkushi. Needs to use it here. It's such a scuffed team fight, but double egg coming out with Monkushi. He's just on the run. Ramsey just trying to run down the Muerta. Muerta trying to TP out of this one. Dominic trying to stop in time. It comes out in time from the Centaur. Gets the Muerta out. But what's it going to cost them? Well, the answer is a Spectre. She's getting very low. Wait. Oh, there we go. A just gets popped. Juice to the sidelines as well. Gets given the cheater. He's going to be up to full health and mana. 9 Pandas. They're piecing this one together block by block. Chira on the run, but he doesn't have an onslaught for way too long, so he's going to be run down here as well. They've got more than enough damage to sink into the primal, finish him off. 3 dead on the side of Klim, all to save the Muerta. It didn't work out.
They were so close to killing off the Zeus. This was like a sliver of HP, and I mean the fights just started kind of well for Klim, right? You get the disruption save, the SD's nearly dying, the Phoenix protects the SD for long enough, the Sunray to then kill off the Spectre. Like, they used everything, and 9 Pandas hadn't aged, and I would say they kind of barely won the fight, but the fact that they got the tail end of the kills as well, very helpful.
Yep.
The 9 Pandas, they wanted this Aegis to be the sieging Aegis, the one that allows them to try and look towards taking Arax and getting closer to ending the game, but I think Klim, they're going to be pretty happy. You know, might not look it. It is a 10k lead, but to take a fight into 9 Pandas and not to suddenly lose a lane in Rax after, especially around the 40-minute mark, is so vital. Zeus, probably going to pick up his shard soon. Looks like he's going to go for a Manta, utilizing the shard where your right clicks in and proc for arc lightnings, and you can just skip waves and push out the waves as quick as possible.
Man, we need to see a little bit more kind of coordination coming out from Klim here. I mean, we did see like they did the right thing. Gotta be careful not to get low here on respect, but you might get blasted by the Zeus. Disruption comes through. Oh, nicely done. Might not have killed him regardless, to be honest. He had enough HP, I think, but still, cute play. Oh,
I'm yet to see Refresher Zeus actually against Tormentors. I've seen, like, we just saw earlier the one Zeus ult, but imagine like Tormentor dies and he just refresh double ults. That would have been.
That'd be very funny.
That'd be hilarious. Rampage. Like, wait, what?
I can see it. Maybe not in the pro game, but I can see it happening one day. Yeah, on that Reddit. My other question, I know I'm talking about the Muerta a lot, but it is really like Muerta versus the world in this game. It feels like the game hangs on Monkushi. I really want to see a shard. I mean, I feel like in the last fight, if Monkushi has a shard, you don't have to play that defensively. Like, you know, he takes the Wraith King down 100-0. 3,300 damage being dealt during that, you know? Give yourself 30% spell lifesteal during that.
It's been queued up.
That's
Been queued up.
a lot of health, thank God.
I
I
can
think
see,
he was looking to see if he got it from the
selling-
next Tormentor, but didn't.
It's either sell treads by Daedalus, get shard, or it's sell Dragonlance, get Daedalus by shard. That's kind of like the two places I think he's at. And if the game gets really weird, he might buy shard just right now, you know, but we'll see. 9 Pandas. There are 2 ninja gears on the supports. Allows them to make their moves. Trix's cloak.
Scanning.
I haven't really looked at the tier 4
Radiant's
items
middle
myself, I'll be
tower
honest,
is under
but
attack.
Sweden strong with the ninja gear as well, so it's very, very useful. I think SD, his positioning is key. Same thing with Phoenix, actually. Like this item, it did get a slight nerf, but the nerf was you couldn't throw it into your backpack. If you did that, you wouldn't be so. And also they increased the time, so rather than it being like a 5-second downtime, if you have a max smoke, it's now a lot longer. So the item did get nerfed, but smokes are such a high resource in the game. It doesn't matter what happens to that item, it still will be picked up. Vision is key.
Yeah.
Discipline is key
It's
in this
gotta be
game.
removed.
Whoa,
if you don't want to see it anymore.
As a support player, I like it. All right. Yeah, no, you know, it should still be in the game. I think just it could probably get nerfed a little bit more, maybe. It's like a couple nerfs away from being an average item.
Rather than very good, but I don't know. I feel like in competitive, it'll always be very good. Meanwhile, Kira and Dominic kind of just hanging out in the middle lane. Lotus Sword does reflect that pesky Fiend's grip, but it's still taking so much damage during this. I mean, Dominic, despite having the Lotus on him, he's still just going to get roasted by the side of 9 Pandas. They've got more than enough damage to take him down. Now stun comes into respect. I mean, I just don't know. There's 2 heroes in mid and 3 at top. Of course they're going to go on you. Of course they're going to kill you. And 9 Pandas, they start wailing on the guy. Realize no one's turning up and just keep it on going here. And now the Phoenix is going to have to egg, but he can't do so. He starts up by V-Tune. There's that Orchid going to work. 2 heroes dead. And then out buyback T. Monkushi being jumped here as well. Also no buyback if he does die here. Going for the TP out, and there's nothing to stop it. So he will get himself away at the very least. But BKB being forced. Ultimate also being used here by Monkushi. So it's all a little bit awkward. And make that more as Chira being chased has no way out of this, unfortunately. So will likely be dying here. Maybe a small window where he could have attempted a TP, but now with the Zeus in range, it's just going to be a slow demise for Chira Jr.
I have no idea what that was from them. Like, they're playing into Zeus Spectre. They've got 2 dudes mid, 3 guys top. They're all split around the map. It's 42 minutes into the game. It's like the game deciding fights are on the horizon, but they just didn't respect it. And now 9 Pandas, 60 seconds without the Primal Beast. They are going to be in a numbers advantage if they were to run down the lane, but I think realistically they're playing for Roshan. And it might respawn in a minute's time.
Oh, thanks.
That is pretty lucky for Klim that Roshan isn't just available at this moment, and Roger is providing us the Roshan time for everyone to feast their
I
eyes
don't know.
on.
He's lying. It's not 40-24.
What's the point though? You gotta believe him or not.
Play mind games. He's trying to
Just
he's
four
trying to tell
numbers, mate.
Chloe,
Don't
yeah,
read
you
into
need
it
to
too
buy
much.
back. You better buy back. We're in Roach right now.
Go!
Look at that timer. You shit.
Fake all chatting. Yeah, it is pretty wrong.
Might have been. I don't see what else that number would have been. Like, it's just entirely wrong.
No. It's no, it would be the right number. Don't worry. But it can respawn in 3 minutes time, so it's the first number of. Maybe he just timed it really weirdly, but the Roshan could respawn at 43:24, right? Which is 3 minutes. The number makes sense for Roshan timings. That number is one of the Roshan times you would write. It isn't the one that people normally write, but it could be one of them.
Kind of psychopathic, but whatever. That's what happens when you're like a 50-year-old Dota player like Roger. Probably use legacy binds as well. That's a certified maniac. When I find out someone uses legacy binds, so you're just insane. You just don't function. Eosin, yeah, okay, that checks out. So far,
MMR check real quick, just to
proven.
no, don't do it.
Yeah, well, there's also like no one under like 6k which uses legacy bind. So I also always assume you're just a god.
Yeah, so exactly. He's about to elevate me like I am a 12k observer. Pog.
Under attack.
I mean, Eosin is very good, I think.
I think
He
with
played professionally in the past, I believe.
Radiant's middle tower.
Anyway, we should probably stop talking about this. There's a fight breaking out right now. Stun comes out onto Roger, and that is going to be a dead Grimstroke. But look how far Makushi did. He's going to get everything dropped on him right now. He needs some help. And is he going to find it? Well, yes, he is. The team's coming in to save the day. And comes the disruption as well to keep the Muerta alive. Makushi finally finds out the other side as Ramsey's trying to bring him down. Invisibility is going to save him. And now the X is going to roast the poor Ramsey's Wraith King. He comes back to life in round number 2. But the Sun Ray, the Pulverize, everything coming out onto the Wraith King, trying to bring him down. Refresher, a secondary egg coming on out here. And, well, Refresher comes out from Wraith King as well. So I have to go through life number 3. Do you have a third egg? No, you do not. And Ramsey's going to take him down because of it. Meanwhile, Kiyotaka dead on the sidelines. They do manage to snipe it out. Makushi finds him, but now he needs to leap over V-Tune, not letting him escape right now, and does close the gap there with the Shadow Step. So down goes the Muerta. Buyback is available from the carry of the side of Klim, but are they going to force it? It looks like they are. 9 Pandas coming in with all 4 heroes still waiting for that Bane to be back, but they want the buyback. They want the win condition to be presented.
Phoenix, he has no egg, right? He used both of them in the fight. It's why you see Kiyotaka buybacking. It's why you see 9 Pandas posturing, looking like they can just try and get as many racks as they want. They're going to move from top, most likely, through to mid. Muerta. Yeah, she has the buyback, but that is going to be when Centaur respawns. I think 9 Pandas, they know if Centaur hasn't bought back by now, he shouldn't have it. So the back of their mind's like, okay, they've got around about 13 seconds if they want to take this middle racks, but they are going to play with the discipline, knowing that Zeus did buy back just to secure 180 racks. The game could get pretty spicy, and Muerta, she doesn't have to use hers.
She doesn't, but they are going to give away the Roshan, so that is a trade-off here. No Muerta buyback, no Roshan contest.
And Zeus will be taking this Aegis. Otherwise, the game.
I want to see 4 lives on Ramses. Sounds fun.
It's true. The way that they do draft, it does sound like he gets what he wants. So, go on.
The buyback Zeus will take it. No surprise there from anyone. Fresh Shard also going to V-Tune as well. And swing that one in with the Butterfly is about to pick up as well. No MKB for the Muerta, by the way. So Butterfly on the Spectre going to make this matchup even harder for Mancusi. There's one kind of hero Mancusi's haven't been having a few issues with, you know. Wraith King just gets blasted down in instances. Spectre seems to be able to hold down as they managed to find a pretty big target. Bane taken out, so possibility of going high ground or kind of threatening the map on 9 Pandas is somewhat diminished.
You're gonna find a small victory somewhere. I'll be honest, no man. 27 minutes ago, did you expect us to get to 50 minutes in this game?
Nope. No, I thought 9 Pandas were going to choke us out of this game in relative speed, but Klim, they always fight back.
Kushi still holding his buyback. Once he farms another 500 gold, but then he'll hold it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely don't want to buy a Swift Blink here, I don't think. Courier got the... Oh yeah, he's got the Eagle Song and the Courier, so maybe he does want to buy Swift Blink.
Radiant's bottom tower
I feel like at this stage of the game, you kind of want to have that sweet buyback. Then
Yeah,
again,
I agree.
ultimate 45-second cooldown, no refresher. Maybe he all-ins. We'll see what type of player he is.
Indeed, we shall. Yeah, I still would have loved to see the refresher on Mancusi, but maybe was hoping they'd get a Roshan or something. You know, it always sucks when you buy a refresher and then you get a refresher shard from Rosh. Right. got to be realistic. They never have been in much of a commanding position this game, so still just going for that all-out damage. And that's a problem. Like you just can't with this build. You can't just open up onto Ramses. You can't just blast him because he's gonna come back. He doesn't give a damn.
And smash the stone.
Ramses is doing his best to make himself a pain in the ass for this Muerta. Like he's just following him. Word to pop the ultimate. Ramses is just like, hey buddy.
For the Phoenix as well, right? Like having 3 lives. There's only 2 eggs.
Yeah. Literally the last fight was just like, oh, I don't know it's gonna be okay. It was just Wraithing jumps in, egg. Wraithing dies. Wraithing comes back, refresher, egg. Wraithing refresher, Wraithing comes back. No egg. Respect dies.
And there's no way for Phoenix to... You can't get a 3rd egg. That's just not an option, so...
Nope.
Alas. Klim are stuck in their base.
Dire are
Victim
scanning.
to what 9 Pandas want to do. Are they close to any items coming up? It doesn't seem to be it. I think...
Let us not forget the situation 9 Pandas were in not so long ago, where they couldn't end a game, as they had this Naga Siren who did so very well, took over the entire map, took over the entire game, and then couldn't finish, and actually ended up just straight up losing.
Massive problem.
They died without their opponents. They GG'd without their opponents ever leaving the high ground. But it's kind of chatly in a way, you know, you're always on the offensive, you're just always testing your ideas. Never giving the opponents a chance to test theirs. Unless their idea is to stay in base and not play the game. In which case, their idea works.
Dire are scanning.
So what hero do you want to be playing on Klim this game? If you're in this situation. Yeah, sure. What looks fun? Oh, hold on. Makushi blinks up the high ground. Need to blink away though. Makushi does not find the target she's looking for. They turn around. There's no way they actually go for this Tormentor here. Kira taking some heavy hits here. Zeus just blasting away with the right clicks as well, with the lightning hands doing so much work. But Kiyotaka, you gotta be careful as there's the blade now. He's just gonna kill himself on it. But sure, I mean, you trade the Aegis for a kill onto the Primal. You'll take that. It's in the backlines as Bane jumps in, just gets his life taken away from him. Same with Ramses. They did force the Perseveil and the BKB out of Monkushi here. Is it worthwhile? We're about to find out as the Draking comes back. He's already a fresh orb, so he's gonna die again. Come back again. Meanwhile, Monkushi just being chased by Vici. Look at Vici just running through the entire fight. Looking for Monkushi, looking for the Muerta. Disruption comes out. That's just going to give him a chance to get on top of this poor old Muerta. Muerta trying to run away, but the glick comes out between the two of them. Kiyotaka just blasting through everyone in this engagement. Look at this guy just running into Monkushi's face. Is that the play? It
Ultra
kind
kill.
of is. They go down together in a glorious embrace. Kiyotaka dies, but brings down Monkushi with him. Monkushi buying back into this game right now. Pierce available in 1 second. Do you engage? Do you try and find the fight? Without the BKB, it is so damn hard. Arfo just looking on the sidelines as well. Has the Fiend's Grip available. Should he want to use it? Look at him still waiting, still looking for his prey. Muerta,
Down the
he
grip
finds him.
onto Makushi.
Arfo, he just jumps up the high ground. He's bored of waiting for you, and he's going to come to the Muerta. Makushi gets put down. Arfo, no. Not the smiley faces. Don't do it to him, guys. Oh, don't do it to him. GG gets called. Misclick. Oh, they're so toxic.
It's so cringe.
Well, you know what, T? Every qualifiers has to have a bad guy. 9 Pandas certainly doing that right now. My goodness.
God.
Hey, man, we don't know the history. We don't know who threw the first stone. We don't know the beef, but either way, that's a brutal way to do it. Klim, the Run of Dreams, the stack which didn't quite make it here, do get eliminated by 9 Pandas.